Okay.
Looks like we are live. Whoops. I think I just lagged out. Okay. I might be able to go live on Instagram. It looks like we're live on Instagram as well. Check. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PeakFlow Power number 40. We're getting close to number 50. And once we're at 50, we're getting close to 100.
Wow.
This shows how consistent we are, showing up every Friday, even on vacation. You're doing it
Crazy.
at like midnight.
I'm glad to be back on this energy again because I was so tired. Bro, it was midnight. My bedtime's like 10 p.m., guys.
Yeah, the 2 a.m. calls, 4 a.m. calls, no more. Back to
But at least we're able to do it, It's just that's the love for the game.
your regular schedule protocol. Yeah. It feels so good to be back because once you have like a schedule that you do every single day, let's just say like you wake up, you work out, you do your calls, you work on your business, and it repeat. It's so hard to not want to go back to it because it's like it's progress. The longer you stick to that system, what you call it, or that schedule, the faster you're going to progress in your business. But at the same time, we learned a lot on our trip to Hong Kong and China. We learned like different things that we need to be working on in the business. So it allowed us to see like a high level overview of where we're at in the business. And once we're back, we can, tackle those and hopefully implement those and scale the business forward.
I love that.
Got some questions coming in. How do I get more sessions on my site? I see some people get like 70 to 90 a day. I just launched, start running ads, and I average around 10 real sessions a day. Well, when you just are launching ads, you're probably only spending $10 to $30 a day, and you're getting 10 real sessions a day. If you just think about it, you just need to get more spend and more traffic. So either that's more spend on Google Ads or other marketing channels or more organic traffic. Sessions just mean traffic, and at the end of the day, you're either paying for traffic or you're creating content to get that traffic. So we recommend getting more Google Ads spend in if you're only getting 10 sessions a day. But at the end of the day, sessions don't really matter. You're looking at how much you spend on Google Ads and how much revenue you take home and then the profit left over. Because sessions, CTR, your titles, your promotions, all these are vanity metrics. At the end of the day, it does not matter. What matters is how much money you keep in your pockets after everything. Yo, it's Aiden here, boys. Cheers. Look forward to our onboarding call Monday. 50 niche ideas done.
What's up,
Yes.
Aiden?
Look forward to the call on Monday. But, yeah, it's going to be, can't wait to get back to the calls. I had a call today at 8 a.m. But the Monday call will be nice. Raheem says, how do I spend more money on Google Ads then? Like up my max CPC from like
Oh my god.
$40 to like $100. Well, if you're bidding $40, I'm wondering how much you're spending per day. So let's just start with that. How much are you spending bidding $40 per click?
Oh my god. That's mad expensive.
Well, maybe the margins are like, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you increase your bids if you see opportunity inside your Google Ads account, but if you're capped by your bids, then you want to raise your budget, or you have to go up the funnel. This is assuming you know what you're doing with the 3-tier shopping campaigns. I think this is my first time seeing your name on here, so I'm not sure if you are using that strategy or not. No, not $40 per click. I'm talking about the daily max CPC budget. The daily budget is not called max CPC, so just call it daily budget, so that way in the future you don't confuse anyone else. So I mean, if you're spending $40 a day right now, and it's spending the whole budget, then yeah, increasing the budget will get you more spend equals more traffic equals more session equals more sales, assuming you already have everything set up correct. LLC on the way with Doula. They are legit, great service, hyped to get started with y'all and grind. To grind is fun. We're back on the grind as well.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
What was the first thing that you did after you came back to the States?
I went to get some food. I actually went with Nelson. And then we ended up talking about e-com, but it just goes to show, it's like I was just gonna go and get some food. Nelson happened to be free because he lives near me, and he's also doing e-com now. So our schedules aligned. He works out in the morning, and we just grabbed dinner. End up talking a little bit about his store, how we could help implement like more Google Ads, because he found a new supplier that's working, and just like literally just what Trevor said, like back on the grind. Yeah. How about you?
I got home pretty late, so I just did my unpacking, ate some dinner and went to bed.
Nice.
So how do you scale from 3,000 a month to 10,000 a month profit? Is it just time and grind, or do you have to change something? Well, the process that got you from 0 a month to 3,000 a month profit, that process is going to be the same process that got you to 3K to 10K, but there might be different growth levers, meaning like you might hit a cap with your Google Ads in terms of your suppliers. So you might need to get more suppliers, or you might need to go up the funnel, or there might be other things inside your business that can move needle forward. Meaning at the end of the day, you just have to look at it. How can you get more traffic to your store and convert that traffic into sales? So the best quality traffic, again, is Google Ads, Bing Ads, Facebook Ads for retargeting, SEO. Those are 4 channels that, if you're not putting your time and energy into, don't even bother looking at all the other ones like Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok. Yeah, focus on those first. Starting out, how do you convince suppliers to work with you that have no brand history or revenue to show for it? This is from Aiden. I'll let Marcus answer this in terms of, starting out, you have a brand new store. How do you convince suppliers to work with you?
Well, you can't, right? It's not as easy for a beginner to work with a brand, especially if you don't have history. That's why I always recommend for the clients inside our one-on-one program to immerse yourself with me and Trevor as well. Leverage our background, leverage our experience. A lot of times when a supplier's talking to you over the phone, trying to see if you're a good fit, they're just trying to see if you know the game. They're just trying to see if you can actually help them generate sales. And doesn't really matter how much you know, etc. If you have the right systems, if you have the right processes, and that's precisely the competitive edge when you are inside the one-on-one program, which you could sign up for to 10K a month profit in the next 6 months at ecomhighticket.com. But to answer your question, as a beginner, you can leverage our previous experience, me and Trevor's working with us, and also just showing them that, there's a reason why dropshipping programs exist. We're just the best of the best, and it's hard. Like, you can't fake it to a certain extent, but you don't need to fake it if you're working with experienced individuals. So that's what I would have to say. It's like you're either gonna try to, mask your way, or you just have someone that's done it before you to help guide you. Trevor, would you like to add to any of that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that comes with joining a community is that you can leverage the results inside the community to close suppliers at the end of the day. Because combined, I haven't really looked into it that deeply, but I can safely say combined probably over 15 to 20 million in sales with all our clients and ourselves. So you can use that to leverage, with closing suppliers. Um, if you meet someone else in the same niche and they can recommend you a supplier, that's also another way to, close that supplier. But at the end of the day, when we first started, we had none of that. So it's just numbers on a spreadsheet and a supplier name. You call all of them, close as many as you can, get sales for the ones that you can make, and then go back and reach back out to them and close more. So it's like, I think a bit like trophy. So bronze, silver, and gold. So you might close the bronze and silver suppliers in the beginning, but not likely the gold ones. But once you make some sales for the bronze and silver suppliers, then you can close some of the other silver suppliers and gold suppliers. But just because the supplier is hard to close doesn't not necessarily mean they're a good supplier. So that would be my advice for closing suppliers in the beginning. So also my funnel is low-key all messed up. I copied your funnel from Google Ads video, and all of the traffic went to a medium campaign. I tweaked some things, and now it goes to my low funnel. I'm just focused to filter any irrelevant traffic with negative keywords, and it's working, but only get traffic from my low funnel. Well, is the keywords that are showing up in the funnels correct? Because if that is the case, and all your spend is going to the low, that's purely based on your bids. You can
Check.
really just lag for a second.
Yo.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Cool. Matrix attack.
Ha!
Bro.
That was funny.
Oh, by the way, I'm only getting traffic on SEO. Didn't start paid yet. I mean, we're doing 3K a month profit from SEO. That's not bad. Keep doing SEO, but I would add in some paid traffic as well. That paid traffic, obviously, is going to cut into your margins, but it will allow you to scale a lot quicker than just focusing on organic.
Oh, nice.
Just, I crush the cold supplier outreach. I do that every day at my 9 to 5. Yes.
Nice, Aiden. My homeboy.
$15. I'm running shopping campaigns instead of search. The funnel is on shopping campaigns, not really search. So should be shopping to begin with. Yeah, only with SEO and target EU market. Low competitive market in terms of SEO. I'm saying the EU market, a lot of different countries have like low to no competition. And I've seen a lot of people on Twitter talking about that. So if you're in, I don't know, whatever country in the EU, maybe see the potential in your country first before you try to sell the US. Because a lot of times there's hardly any competition, and e-commerce might just not be that competitive in your country. But yeah, that's SEO in EU. I don't expect when you least expect it, he shows up.
Top G Mikey.
Feels good to be back in the USA, baby. Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Nice. It feels good not having to use a VPN to use ChatGPT. Let me tell you that. Whenever I get working on my store, what do y'all recommend for a store name? I assume it's related to the niche. My YouTube name is related to my homework NFL team, the Chiefs, so Patrick's Holmes, LOL, Phantom YouTube name. Interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be related to your niche, so can't really tell you the store name until you get a niche. But Aiden, if you have the niche all picked out, make sure you submit the niche selection type form, because I don't think I've received it just yet. Yeah, I haven't received it just yet. So make sure you fill that out before our intro call on Monday.
Nice. I have
A lot of calls.
Cool. Sorry.
You got a lot of calls today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I had some calls. But I have some few chats. Phil said, "Sup, y'all? What's up, Phil?" And I think Brian also said, "What's up?" He's also gone now, but just want to say, shout you guys out. A few people came in from my IG. But yeah.
I kind of regret waking up at 4. I'm like,
Right. You had the jet lag, right? I woke up at 5.
I woke up before you. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. If a store declined their application to join their dealer program, is there a way to dispute that? Or should I just take the L? There's always a way to dispute it. It's like bargaining in China. You can do whatever you want.
Tell us how you could bargain in China, Trevor. Like, you have a great story and experience with bargaining with people.
Well, to be honest, I didn't really bargain in China. We probably got like, not scammed, but like they're looking at us like fools. Like every other person in China is bargaining, and we're not bargaining, just paying the normal price. But we were at like a tourist area, and they were just trying to sell us like these like artifacts, like coins, like special coins for the area. And some lady came up to me and said like, "Oh, do you want this? It's what, like $30 or 30 yuan or yen, or yuan." Keep messing up the currency. And then I said too expensive, and then she dropped the price to 25, and it dropped the price to 20, and then like she's like final price 15, and it started like chasing me down. It just shows like the original price was $30, and she was willing to let it go at 15. That's 50% off.
Yeah.
And she's still making money at 15. So bargain it. bargain like you dispute suppliers. You could talk to them, show them, why you should still become a dealer with them. But at the end of the day, most of the time it's a final decision, and you could always circle back in a month or two once you have some more sales, because sales is the biggest flex to these suppliers.
True.
You're selling another competitor of theirs, you're making money with them. Show them, they're gonna start sweating, and they'll eventually want to bring you on as a dealer because they're losing out on sales. Yeah, just translate that into e-commerce. I don't have a niche picked out yet. I'm still working on it. I have 50 product ideas, but we'll add more. Yes, we'll definitely get to you before call. We'll send this weekend. Nice.
Let's do it.
Blaine says, welcome back to the States market.
Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate you. Thank you.
It's good to be back. How would you blow because you're ballers? We need to bring Mikey to China so that way he can bargain with the locals.
Ni hao.
Ni hao ma. Oh, got some questions on IG. One says, what's a budget to start high-ticket dropshipping? You can start with as low as $1,000. Realistically, you would have like $700 of ad budget. Any lower than that is very, very difficult because you do require a little bit of luck with that amount of budget. But we recommend 2,000 so that way you have enough ad testing budget, and you're not like scrapping by with like a budget theme. There's nothing wrong with that. I would just get a premium theme from the beginning. Got a comment from Money Magnet 2222 says, how do you build relationships with high ticket suppliers? Most companies I found do not drop for heavy items. Most companies we found do drop for heavy items. So it might be your niche or how you're reaching out to these suppliers, or I mean, how you're finding these suppliers rather. I'd be curious why they don't drop ship heavy items, because it doesn't make sense to stock a bunch of heavy items, depending on what the items are. This question says, how much do you guys spend per month on the usual expenses? I want to move from my parents' home. Do you know how much you spend on your usual expenses?
My personal expenses are about $5,000 a month.
Okay. I don't think you saw business expenses. Yeah, the thing with business is you can actually put a lot of your personal expenses on the business. Not rent, unless you can. There's definitely ways to put the apartment, for example, on the business. It just has to be for business use. So if you have one room where you're like used for filming content or talking to suppliers, you can write that off on the business instead of paying yourself out from the business where you're charged, where you have to pay tax, and then having to pay that remainder after tax to pay your rent.
Right, that's what I do.
Yeah, so I mean, my personal expenses probably less than $2,000. Where do you have the Zoom link to this live? You're watching it on YouTube, so that's the link. There's no Zoom link. Hey guys, what upsell add-on apps you use / recommend? We use Full Product Options. It's renamed to SC Product Options. That's really the only app you need because it's very robust. It has all the features that you could be looking for. It is a bit pricey. I believe it's like $40 a month on the most expensive plan, where it has all the features and everything. But if there's one app that you choose, I would go with SC Product Options. What was your favorite moment or learning experience from being in China or in Asia?
Well, favorite moment and learning experience are definitely going to be different. My favorite moment was actually one of the last meals we had. It was with my family. It was actually really nice to see a lot of them smile and just have a good time. I haven't seen them in a while. That was like the first time I saw them the whole trip too. So I definitely missed them. So it was a great, that was my favorite moment. And then the biggest experience that I learned was how lucky I've been able to live two sides of the world, right? Like, we were actually talking about this together yesterday, me and Nelson. He asked me, he's like, Marcus, if you could choose one, are you more American or are you more Chinese? And I don't fucking know, because in the American culture, I would argue I'm very Chinese. I eat Chinese food every day. I'm very Chinese culture. But then I go to China, they look at me like I'm a freaking American. And so it's a clash a little bit of the both worlds that I've kind of noticed. That's very interesting. It was a very interesting. You get what I'm saying?
You are American.
Well, because I celebrate Thanksgiving, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, then you're definitely American. You celebrate Thanksgiving, you're definitely American.
What if I eat hot pot during Thanksgiving?
It doesn't matter what you eat, you celebrate Thanksgiving.
But Thanksgiving is like turkey.
You could put a turkey in a hot pot.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's it's an American blend of Chinese culture, and that was my biggest takeaway of how lucky I have to see both sides of the culture, because a lot of Americans don't know what China's like at all, and I'm inside and I know both cultures. How about you, Trevor? What was your favorite moment and learning experience?
Yeah, I was gonna say, going off what you said, yeah, we're kind of blessed to have both sides, because you can see a lot of people from America, they don't really know what's out there. I feel like a lot of people don't ever experience it in their whole life.
Right.
They go be 60, 70, 80, and they don't experience what it's like being in another country.
Yeah.
That's 12-hour difference from where you are at.
Yeah.
The people, the culture is completely different. And instead of going out and having a good time, drinks, partying, the fun in China is hiking up a mountain.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
I don't think that's their entire fun, but there was people, tons and tons of people lined up.
So many.
To hike a mountain 4 hours up one way, 4 hours down another way. Crazy.
OD.
But yeah, my favorite moment was honestly even though it's not my family, I still felt like it was my family.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's nice.
I know we had a lot of family dinners. There's not one that stuck out, but I would say it's just those moments, bonding with the kids and people our age, and showing them, there's more than just go to school, come home,
I
work,
know.
and repeat. There's more to life.
I agree.
And then my learning experience is that honestly, it's just more about the country. Before, I haven't really been to China in like 8 years, so I didn't really know the geography, like where we're currently at, the difference between Hong Kong and China. I thought those were
Mm.
like the same thing. Um, I didn't really know Cantonese as a language, like people like that spoke it. Of course, never heard Canton in my life, really
Wow.
before. Yeah, and just like how modern it is compared to the US. Like, for example, the streets in China where there's cameras for patrolling the speed limits, like there's none of that here. Um, pros and cons to it,
Right.
but very modern in terms of like the city in China. I wish they implement some of that in the States, because some of the stuff here is kind of like old school now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Kurt says, I used to live in Xi'an for 3 years. Hope y'all had a great time there.
We were there, Trevor. That's where you ate the lamb head.
Oh yeah, yes. We were
Yeah, I
in
had a
Xi'an.
Saturday after that night. That's why I knew it was, dude, this guy was just eating lamb brain, lamb head, fish, vegetables, adding in the mix. But like, yo, that lamb head was tasty, huh, Trevor?
Was it lamb head? I thought it was lamb leg. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know, but it was a little gooey.
It's not about the texture. It's just about the flavor. That's the thing. Americans need to learn. It's not always about appearance.
Oh,
People judge food based on appearance too much.
just eat it.
Just try it at least.
Okay, that's
Most
fair.
people are just afraid to even try it.
That's fair.
I don't really have any foods I dislike. I tend to like everything. Yeah. So yeah,
We tried.
don't judge foods based on appearance.
It was
How was your
terrible.
experience trying stinky tofu?
Well, if you go on like Reddit or Google, that's like one of the famous foods to eat, I believe. Like people know about stinky tofu. And I haven't had it in like 10 years. So when I was younger, I remember like eating that shit and I thought it was tasting mad good. This time around, I ordered it and like, I don't know, smell just bothered me. I just couldn't even eat it. Just didn't want to. But I tried it. I did try it. I like literally ate half of it. And I was like, nah, I don't like it anymore.
Bro, that tofu smelled so bad from like so far away.
Yeah.
And then like we were walking past some Americans. And then you gotta whip out the stinky tofu so they
I purposely whipped it out and just blew that shit out the air just so they could whiff a little bit. Yeah, that's funny.
The stinky tofu. Yeah.
But yeah, back on the grind now though. No questions on IG. That's fine.
When editing a product description, copy from another store, understanding it paraphrase it. But do you download, re-upload the product manual to Shopify as your own file? That's a good question. I would, if you can, of course, because just in case their store shuts down, you don't want your files just to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
But the lazy way is like not doing it, of course, and it'll probably be just fine. So if you think the person that you copied from will not go out of business by the time you go up, like sell the store or decide to quit the store or whatever, then you could just leave it. But if you're building a store for long term, then I'll always set it up for long term, which is having hosting it on your own store. I usually do it for GMC purposes. Sure. Yeah, I would definitely change the link so that way, it's not copied from another store. But yeah, I think we don't really have too much questions. A little quieter this time, which I don't mind because probably gonna take a nap before my next call.
That's so.
But
What time did you sleep last night?
I slept at like 11:30.
And you woke up at 4?
Yeah.
5 hours is not bad. Dude, we were on the plane for like 16, bro.
I slept for like 12 hours in the plane and another hour on my other plane ride.
Oh. Yeah.
Probably because of too much sleep.
Yeah.
But also it's just like laying in one position for so long.
It was so tough. Yeah.
Never again.
Only up.
Only first class.
What's the next question from Capital?
Did you use the biohostic sleep method?
What is that?
Dividing your daily sleep into 2 periods, typically a longer nighttime sleep and a shorter daytime nap. This contrast is where sleep occurs in a single block. To try biophasic sleep, establish a consistent schedule, including a regular nap time, ensure your sleep environment is good. It seems complicated. Longer nighttime sleep and a shorter daytime nap. Oh, that's really it. You just need a longer nighttime sleep and a shorter daytime nap.
Long time night. Oh, okay.
I don't see the point. Like, if you can just operate off 8 hours of sleep at night, just do that. But if you can't, I guess just 7 hours of sleep and then like an hour nap or something. I'm wondering what's your next plans after being successful in high-ticket dropshipping. Any good investment suggestions? Yes, I'm buying United Healthcare stock. I'm getting all my family members to buy some United Healthcare stock. It's like down over 50%. It should probably recover to the $600 price range within a year to 2 years. So it's a nice long-term hold to see like 100% return. But so I'll dump a bunch of money into United Healthcare stock, dabble into crypto, and that's that. What are you doing? Any good investment suggestions?
Right now, Ripple's ripping. So pretty happy with those investments over there. I think they're at like almost 345. It was 350 at peak before, but now it's at 340. I think the 50-cent days for Ripple are over. So I don't know. I think it's a little. I wouldn't ride this trend right now because it's going up, but that's where I'm going. Just holding right now with some Ripple investments.
Oh yeah, it just recently.
Yeah, like literally like yesterday, bro.
5 days ago, it was only 283.
Oh, you know why the crypto bill just got passed today? I haven't looked into it yet, but the Congress, U.S. House just passed a stable coin legislation, so that's why crypto's booming right now.
What's the stable coin legislation?
I don't know. I just read down the headline right now. But basically, it's like the government is putting money into crypto and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, it's a U.S. dollar pegged cryptocurrency known as stable coins, signed by Donald Trump.
So the cryptos is officially a government backed.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that because crypto, when it first came out, it was trying to stay away from the government, and now the government adopted it. Pros and cons of both. I also saw on Instagram like a couple of days ago in California there was a new law that was passed where it says if you have a crypto wallet that's registered in California that's not been logged into for over 3 years,
How much is it?
California is legally able to seize that account from you.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it gets tricky when government involves into that now, right?
So it's not even yours anymore. It's like you have a wallet, you don't log in for 3 years. And I see the comments are just like defending California. It's like, well, you should just log in once in a while. 3 years is a long time. Well, look, if you're just buying and holding, it's very possible you don't log in for that long. Time goes by really quick.
Right.
Well,
The whole point of crypto is to not have government regulations on it, though.
in fact, they just can just yeet it from you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, stocks and crypto. Not really too much into real estate. At what point do you start hiring people for tasks like product research and upload? Is there a certain revenue milestone you recommend? You can hire from the beginning. It just depends on if you have budget to do so. Because those are like activities inside your business that don't really move the business forward. Like product research, yeah, you could probably do that yourself. But product upload is just so repetitive. I would get someone to do it for you. But yeah, buy some crypto. Not some Bitcoin right now because I think now is not the right time to buy Bitcoin. So 117. We got in at like what 90, 88, 90.
Yeah.
So we're up like 25% or something like that. So not too shabby. Bitcoin buy and hold. But if you believe that it will go higher, my advice would just be like dollar cost average into a long term. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think anyone else has any questions. Unless there's any questions on your end, or
Let me double
just
check.
call it.
Good.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll call it a little early. Don't want to just board your guys to death. We'll see you guys next Friday.
Peace.
Peace.